Welcome to Disrupt and Discuss with your hosts, E and KayCee. A Boucher Ventures production brought to you by It's Just ETV and My Herbal by the Fitness Collective. Now, without any further ado, disrupt and discuss.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Disrupt and Discuss. How's everybody doing?
I'm excellent.
Thank you so much. It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful spring day in Cali,
Yes, it is.
and we are enjoying it. I am E,
And I'm KayCee.
and together we are
D
D and
and
D.
D.
Today we have another one, you guys. We're still in the spring vibe, so we thought we'd give you another one to kind of like muddle on, chew on, and whatever you want to use, you can. This episode, you guys, is called Spring Vibes: Health, Fitness, and Feeling Good.
I like the feeling good part.
You like the feeling good part?
Yes, I do.
We love to talk about this health and wellness. This is what we thrive in. And so, what better topics to come with is health, fitness, and feeling good.
Right. I agree.
I agree too. So, wellness. We're going to get into what it is with regards to being outside in the elements, working out in the elements, working out in the springtime, dealing with some issues that we have in the spring. Well, I have in the spring, allergies, how you may be able to fight that a little bit, and then just things of that nature with regards to the health and fitness in the springtime. So let's get into it. The first part of it is going to be outdoor fitness trends for spring of 2025.
For me, I really like the springtime. Not so much summer, but I like spring a lot more. Just getting out, shedding that winter coat. Your spring, it's got us glowing, and we're here to share the love. So I don't know what you do outside, but what gets you going in the spring? What gets you pumped?
What gets me pumped is when I wake up in the morning and I hear the birds chirping.
Yeah.
I love that sound in the morning. The sky is blue and I hear these birds chirping. It just does something to me. I like to get into the park. So I like to work out in the park. That's my jam in the springtime because it gets a little hot out here in Cali in the summertime, but spring is perfect. So anywhere between 71 and 78 degrees, perfect for me. So I love soaking, I love walking, I like doing my workouts outside. The only thing I struggle with is these allergies. But we're going to fix that today. So we're talking about outdoor fitness trends and beating all those things, the sneezing, all those wonderful things. But yes, we're going to discuss that.
Well, one thing I definitely like about the spring is perfect for a reset. That winter coat. I was eating like I really shouldn't. And now you want to start breaking out the sundresses or the tank tops, so on and so forth. You don't want to fupa while you're doing it. It's just kind of getting that stuff back together. Grab your water, your cute workout gear. Well, that would be you. I'll grab the water and I just throw shit on.
She always talking about my workout gear, y'all.
You're color coordinated. I'm the black and the grays or the black and whites. That's what I wear. And then we just get out there and get into it.
Absolutely.
Let's take it on. Outside fitness.
Yeah, outside fitness. So part one, outdoor fitness trend for 2025. I'm obsessed with working out at the park. Last Sunday, I put up an IG of me working out Sunday morning. I was doing dips and incline push-ups on the park bench. So you guys get a chance, come check me out. You can do squats, push-ups, have a nice walk, all these things outside. Definitely in the elements will it just nourishes the soul in my opinion.
Well, I have to camp on that because it's nothing like spring air to make you feel alive. I mean, I know that sounds like a cliche, but sometimes getting out there and taking in the elements and just walking around and breathing. I know sometimes you do this as well. You do a lot of gratitude and prayer. It just kind of falls into that category.
Absolutely.
So you're out there owning those park sessions that you do. I really love that you do that. That's not something that I'm into, so you won't see me doing that. I've done it before when I used to do boot camps, but on my own, it's rare that that's going to happen. So that's what's going on for 2025. But what's everybody else going to be doing outside? We know what you're doing, and you know what I'm not doing. What are other things that people can do?
Well, this is something we always come with something different. Have you heard about forest bathing?
No.
Yeah, it's not like taking a bubble bath or nothing like that, but it's in the woods. It's sort of like a forest bathing. And it's Japanese inspired. So,
Oh, okay. So you're talking about the Shireen Yoku.
yes.
That's when you're taking in nature, like a nature bath. You're strolling through, taking in the air, breathing in the trees, listening to the trees, you're hearing the birds.
Yes.
So it's like this huge hug from Mother Nature.
I
So
love it.
when people walk their dogs, for example, you see them walking their dogs after they've had this commute. The dogs stop, they stop, taking
Right.
in everything. They're taking that stroll. It might be more of a suburban kind of thing, but it is the same concept. It's amazing for stress, and it lets your whole body kind of just chill out, and you're just kind of being one with the elements, so to speak.
Right.
Makes sense.
It does. And I like the fact that you said walking your dog, because what do dogs do? They stop.
Yes, exactly.
They're smelling
Yeah.
the grass, they're smelling the
Yes,
flowers, they're sniffing around, they're getting to know the elements.
exactly.
So their surroundings, they're familiarizing themselves. So it's kind of along the same lines. You want to familiarize yourself with the elements, and you're
Right,
taking
and
it all in.
it makes so much sense because now, even though a lot of people still can work from home, and that's becoming less and less doable for some, home or in the office gives you a time to take a break from those screen time. You're craving a break. Give your eyes
Correct.
a break, your hands a break. Years I worked behind the desk, and to this day I still have problems with my hands, the numbness, the tingling, because I was there 24/7, it felt like.
Right.
And the forest bathing is perfect, or the serene yoku is
Yes.
perfect. Plus, it's sneaking exercise since you're walking and moving. You're indirectly exercising and keeping the joints oiled, so to speak.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for those who didn't catch it, it's called Shireen Yoku.
Yoku.
So SHINRIN Yoku, YOKU. So look it up. I guarantee you, I would say try it. It's almost like grounding. When I always say get out, touch some grass,
Yes,
kind of
yes,
along the same lines.
touch the grass.
In your
Just
bare
don't
feet.
step in shit, but ground.
You're right. Exactly. But it's the same, it's along the same lines.
Absolutely.
It's definitely good to ground yourself, taking in your senses. You're looking at things, you're smelling things, you're listening. It's kind of like dealing with all your senses. Absolutely.
Speaking about community, there's community fitness events coming around now. People are getting back outside, and I get this on my app a lot of different races, whether it's like 5K, 10K, and all that kind of stuff.
Didn't you send me something a couple of weeks ago about preparing for a 5K?
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's adjacent. You got it.
Yeah, I was asking about, because we haven't done the turkey trot.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's coming out again this year, but I might have to walk it because me and my knees ain't the best, but at least trying to prepare for it.
Yes. And I said,
yeah,
I'm in.
You responded a little too quickly, and that kind of took me. Yeah. And then as far as community stuff, we used to hike all the time. I don't do that anymore, but just the hikes, you got that going. There's all kinds of things. And then there's this one event in San Francisco where they climb up the stairs. I forget exactly what building it is.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow. Because I have a friend that does it. She usually does it every year, but she hasn't done it lately. Just getting out, getting a workout while you explore. That's another thing to do. Exploration, that you don't even realize you're exercising. So that makes it good too.
I'm looking up this stairwell. You know me.
Oh,
Is it because I want to give the people something to look.
Oh,
I'll get back to y'all on that one. Well, let's talk about, the urban hikes. You can still go urban hiking in the city. We live in suburbia surrounded by walking trails, mountains, and hiking trails. But if you live in the city, you can still take urban walks and hikes. You can go down a different part of the city or a different street I'm sure they have stairwells in some of these cities, things of that nature. You can do that or explore different parks within the city. Every
Oh,
city has a park. So these urban hikes, definitely do that. Walking, running, jogging. I say a walk jog type of situation. Those are cute things that you can do out there. It's better than being in the gym. I like the gym, but during this time of the year, it's better for me to be outside.
yeah. I mean, because now you're in fresh air, you have
Yes.
sunlight and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. And
You
of
ain't
course,
smelling these sweaty folk.
I don't smell sweaty folks. And if you're that close, I don't know what kind of workout you're actually doing. You're getting your vitamin D.
Right.
You're working on your balance on real ground, and it's free. Who doesn't like free? And study says it's good for anxiety.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people are pet or fur parents. I mean,
Grandparent.
it makes you feel like you're out here running the world. You're exploring, you're discovering new things, you're actually meeting new people. Hey, how about this? You get to meet your neighbors. When I pull out of my driveway, we honk and we go our separate ways. I pull back in the driveway. If they're there, we wave or toot the horn and I go back in.
Absolutely. Or when you're walking through the neighborhood, you see your neighbors and be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Where do you live? Up the street? I've never seen you.
Right? I love it. Things like that, it's my jam. Going to the park or working out in the elements, those things just do something for me. Doing lunges, just all those things in the spring elements, just they help me. I don't know, I just feel better during this time of the year. It totally changes my mood. I think we talked about it in one of our old shows, but I couldn't live in Oregon or Washington where it's constant overcast or cold. I need this type of weather. I have to have the four seasons, and I definitely need spring and summer because it definitely heightens my mood. And I feel like if I'm not in it, it's a form of depression for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't realize how much the sunlight affects me until I see the sunlight. With the winter months, it's a gradual thing.
Right.
And you don't really think about it. And then when spring hits, you're like, wow, I really feel different. It happens every year. And I always say that I'm going to get one of those lights that I can
Yes.
keep in the house, because definitely I knew some people moving to Washington State from California. If you're born and raised there, that's one thing. But when you're
Right.
coming from a sunny state and going to a place like that, it is a big culture shock. It really
Yes.
is.
Yes. I definitely agree with that. You need to get out and try working out outside of the gym. If you're an avid gym goer, try doing something outside to switch up your workout. It will help because when you're doing something over and over again in the same place, your body, what is it, that muscle memory, and
Yeah, and it gets stagnant too.
it gets stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But trying something different, go for a hike, go for a swim or do something like that. But try something different and your body will respond because it's doing something different. It's not doing the same thing over and over again. You might see
Right.
some different results in your body.
Right. And one of the things I know that people will have issue with are allergies. I mean, I'm literally dealing with allergies right now.
Yes.
Literally. Oh my God. I'm trying not to do that
You
as
can do that.
I can, and I can do that very well. So I'm trying to not do that as we speak. So I threw that in there so I could do that actually.
Right.
But again, allergies are an issue for that as well. So that's one reason why I know people don't want to do anything outside, because then they'll wreak havoc on their allergies later on. It's a give and take.
It's a mess. I know when I get out in the midday, more so like morning, midday, I can touch ground and all of a sudden my eyes get to itching. And I'm like, I don't want to touch them because as soon as I start, I can't stop.
Well, that's why I don't do contacts too much during the spring, because of the itchy eyes. And there's nothing sexy about having your contacts in, makeup smearing, and they're red. It's like, okay, just put your glasses on and stop.
You do. You get the watery eyes. Then my nose is itching. I'm starting to sneeze. And that's the one thing I wish that did not come with the beautiful blooming of the flowers, because it smells so sweet. Some flowers smell so sweet and I'm walking past, but as soon as I smell it, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
It's about to turn on.
Man, we have planted jasmine underneath one of our windows. So once you open the windows, you have jasmine blowing inside, which
Right.
is good. It doesn't affect me in a bad way at all.
Okay,
It's
so
just
that does
like,
it.
no, I just wake up and it's like, God, I'm stuffy.
Do you? Okay, it's the flowers. And I love the flowers. I want to just sit there and smell them, but
Oh,
as soon as
geez.
I get the
No.
smell, it's gonna affect me. I don't want to take the allergy medicine. Those allergy
It'll make you
medicines make
really
me
loopy and
so I don't want the drowsiness of it all. I'm trying to figure out what we can do. We have some things that will help with that, but yeah, the drowsiness time is out here right now.
yep, it is. It definitely is. It's all about fixing your spring struggle. It's the allergies.
Yeah.
So you're out here slaying your park workouts, but you
Right.
said your eyes are itching, nose is running, sneezing. What's the deal?
It's really just the pollen, all the pollen in the air and the flowers. It gets all over the place. It's a mess, girl. I be out there at the park, everything is blooming. I'm looking all I wouldn't say gorgeous, but I'm all matched. I'm
Yeah.
coordinated.
For you, yes, you would, but
I'm
you would show it.
right. And then boom, my eyes is watering. And I know what it is because I smelt it before I even came. Like I said, the bloom of the flowers, and I can smell the sweetness of the flowers. I know my eyes are about to start itching. I can't touch them else I'm gonna start crying. And I'm gonna have the itchiness, the sneezing left and right. I love the spring season, but these allergies are not the business. I need some natural fixes because I'm not trying to be drowsy out here with these prescriptions out here that
Right.
get you all loopy.
No, I got you. I mean, there's no drowsy vibes allowed. First, it's not just you. The climate change is making pollen season wild, starting earlier and earlier, like February, and dragging on longer, extra weeks,
Yeah,
everywhere you go.
yeah. And I hate it. It's rude. So
Oh, it's rude.
it's rude. The flowers are coming for me and it's harder now. So I need something natural to keep me in the park doing what I like to do.
Okay. When you said natural, here I may be topic adjacent.
Topic
Local
adjacent.
honey. That you can eat honey by bees
Okay.
near you. And a friend of mine brought this up to me the other day, my bestie, Lisa Green.
Mm,
And she was saying something about local honey. And she's like, no, but it has to be your local honey, not my local honey. And I was like, huh?
that kind of makes sense though.
But what she was saying was because she lives in Oakland.
Hmm.
And so the local bees or whatever in that area has the same environment that she's living in versus out here in the burbs where we would have bees and they would have the same environment that
Live in. That makes
yeah. And I was
sense.
like, I never knew that, you
That makes
know.
sense.
So that's
So you
why
have to get them local, literally local to you where you live.
I just figured it was local, like a bee, somebody harvesting bees and you just get it at the flea market. But going to the flea market in Oakland ain't going to be the same as going out to the flea market in somewhere else. And I was
Right.
like, oh, so actually for this show, happenstance that came up this morning but while we were talking.
Okay.
And
So
so what?
farmers market or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes with Sprouts, they might have their local stuff done as well.
To read the label and see if it's local to your area. You can possibly get that. I like that. Okay.
Right. It's not 100% proven, but people love it. And a lot of people have stood by this as well. So grab some at a farmer's market or health store in your area. I've never done it, but I hear people do it and they speak on it all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the farmers market this weekend and see if I can find some because that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. So that's a good tip for you guys.
Yeah.
Also, the neti pot.
Oh, I can't do that. I cannot do
I've
that.
never done it, but someone has brought it to my hubby. He was like, because he deals a lot with his sinuses, and they were like, have you tried the neti pot? And the neti pot is something you can buy from Walgreens, CVS. And she's like, she ain't doing it.
Aaron does that. And I was like, because it clears everything out so he doesn't get all the crap going on. He can do it in one nostril and it can come out the other. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I could do that. It went one nostril and went all down my throat. That was the fucked up shit. I'm like, I'm not,
So I'm gonna try this neti pot thing. I also read that if you try it, do it in the shower. So do it in the shower, do it in a steam shower, and have it like so it's coming out in the shower as opposed to like in the sink or something like that. So the neti pot will help clean out the pollen out of your nasal, your nose. So give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give this honey so far, the local honey and the neti pot. I'm gonna try. Now, if I drown, if I choke, I'll come back and let y'all know. Neti pot.
Okay. Well, you let me know how that goes. But
She's
but
not
there
trying it.
no, I'm not. No, hell no, I'm not trying that. No, I've tried it. It did not work well for me. As I'm sniffing, sorry,
Right?
people, it's allergies going. But there's also this herb. I don't know if there's also herbs that are out there now as well
Right.
called butterbur. And this is something even new for me. I don't know every single herb that's out there, but this
Right.
one I've never really heard about. Research says that it's great for allergies and won't make you sleepy. Anything that doesn't make me sleepy and
Right.
groggy is great. This one didn't say those, but it just said it won't make you sleepy. You can get it in a tea or a supplement. Also, eating spicy foods like hot sauce or chili peppers can clog the sinuses quickly. And maybe not mid workout, but for lunch, spice it up.
Right.
I don't think you want to be doing squats and trying to sniff and all that other kind of crap to keep everything open. But yeah, it definitely is a game changer.
And I can't eat too spicy. The spiciest I can eat at this point in my life is sriracha. I can do sriracha sauce.
Oh, is it just because of stomach issues or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I used
Okay.
to love ultra spicy stuff, like even habanero type
Oh,
spice,
uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
I can't handle it anymore. So the spiciest I can go is sriracha sauce. So, if it's beyond sriracha sauce, this one might not be for me because I
Oh,
can't
okay.
handle it.
Okay. Well, like if anything else, timing is key and you got to work what your body allows you to work with. Some pollens are worse in the morning. So you want to hit the park if this is still something you are interested in doing, maybe late afternoon or evening for your workouts because first thing in the morning everything is up there flying around and it hasn't settled yet.
Correct.
And when you're done, showering change right away so it's still not in your pores or in your clothes. And don't let the pollen chill on your cute little workout fit because then you're gonna
Right.
looking cute and you're still got the itchy, watery eyes and sneezing and everything, but you look good, but you're acting a mess. Yeah.
So those evening workouts, I work out. I don't have a set time
And do different things two different times.
at different times. It's when it hits me. If I had to choose, I would probably do a morning workout. Evening workouts, I can do either or, but what does it say when it's bad out? How would I know?
Well, here's a couple of things. There are apps like pollen.com. I only used that once, but
But you have used it.
I used it as far as seeing it and opened it up.
Right,
But
right.
again, it wasn't something that I was actively looking. I just happened to be scrolling around and I came across that. But they give you the daily pollen vibes. They let you know if it's safe, not safe, or how much pollen is in the air. It's like a forecast for your nose. And then there's one more. Let me see. There's blocks pollen
Yep.
for your eyes
And
and
then
keeps you.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm stuttering about it because I'm trying to remember and it's just not sometimes mine is going elsewhere. But the main thing is you can get your pollen updates of what's going on because I know where my mother-in-law lives, it's more like a wooded area.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've got like all these different pine trees and all this other kind of stuff. And during that time of year, it's like, okay, we're not going to sit in the backyard, even though she's got a gorgeous view, but I'll just have to look at it from inside. By the time you're hacking and coughing, it's just not worth it. So more or less in the evening, it's safer to go out, so to speak.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the sunglasses. I stay with my shades on. So if you want to prevent your eyes from getting watery or itchy, you can wear the sunglasses. That can help with blocking it as well. Because a lot of times, if it's not like it's extremely hot, so there's no wind blowing. Well, when it's extremely hot, there's no wind blowing. But in the springtime, sometimes there's the wind blowing, so it's
Yes.
blowing that stuff in your face. So sunglasses can kind of help it from getting in your eye, especially if you wear contacts or just in general. Once your hands hit your eyes and you start doing this, you might as well
Yep.
turn around and go home because
Or you
it's
start blinking a lot. People are
right,
thinking, is she winking at?
right,
No, I'm not. Trust me,
right.
I'm not.
Once it starts, you can't stop it. So put on some shades and that will help. It's like a barrier for getting it in your eyes. I love to wear those because I got to get my workout in. I'll take them off when I get there to when I start my workout, but when I'm on my way there, I try to remember to bring my shades so when I'm walking there, I won't get affected too much.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to be cool. That's all. But yeah. Okay.
I got to be fly.
Yeah,
Well,
I know. I know.
let's talk about movement. So we're closing it out with spring and movement. I love being outdoors working out. My park sessions, my walking, feeling the breeze. Why springtime mix up is essential.
Spring is perfect for a shakeup.
Yeah,
Causes some old routines because they get stale, and then you're able to incorporate some new things. Your body gets bored, and your mind's over it. And that whole thing about mind over matter is really big. Even with my workouts, I have a trainer, but I know what the routine is going to be.
right,
He will spice it up a little bit. Maybe it's for his enjoyment, not necessarily mine, but yeah, it's still the same thing, but it's just done differently.
right,
And
right.
and as experts say, switching things with seasons keeps you excited and makes you stronger and working out new muscles. So,
Absolutely.
and like you had said before, you've got muscle memory. And if you're coming in and you're doing the same thing, it also stops the progression, the
Correct.
growth, because you already know what's coming up.
Right.
But you do
Right.
something and add a side step to it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That
Your
just
body's like, hold on.
loop you a little bit.
It does. Your body is smart. So that's a real thing.
Yep.
I was stuck inside for the winter. Anybody who knows me, and my husband goes year round to the gym. The winter time, it is a struggle for me to get outside, for me to go into the gym. So I'm like doing double time in the spring because I have not built what did Coach T said,
Man,
the
I was just thinking that he was talking about that.
bodies are made
And
in the winter.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This body is built in the spring.
Well, I have a body that's made in the winter, but it's not the one that you want to show off in the spring or summer. That's why I keep the trainer going.
Right. It's a struggle for me. I will do stuff inside the house, but not as much as I should be doing. Spring is where I shine. Spring is my jam. I can do 2-a-days in the springtime. When we're talking about going to the park or just lifting my body. So body weight. When I was doing my dips, that's body weight. When I'm doing my push-ups, that's body weight. Even squats with my body weight. Doing sprints. I'm an avid, doing sprints or long walks. So those things feel free to me. What else could you try in the spring?
Well, there's definitely cycling. I haven't done it in a minute. Lifestyle changes happen and time just doesn't get it. I have a bike that I get on, but it's not the same as group cycling. You've got the music, you got the vibe. It's just a whole different thing. And on one of the shows we did with Coach T, I loved that spin class. It was a ride class, all intents and purposes. It breaks everything up. You burn a lot of calories quicker, and it's gentle on your body. Some people say like a queen, but you just feel good. They have it indoors as well as outdoors, depending on the activity. I've always done it inside, but everybody's getting more innovative with their exercise group classes. And there's still even step classes that they have.
Yeah.
I see those a lot.
Yeah, they got some kind of like hip hop dance
Yeah.
step classes and stuff. So yeah, they have a lot of stuff out there. Biking sounds
Cute. Are you kidding? Okay, but all right.
either outdoors or indoors. I'm not a cycle person. I said I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do try one of these group cycle classes, but we'll see. Outside, with my hair blowing in the wind, I'm scared. The last time I was on a bike outside, your girl fell, and it was like on a major thoroughway, and I fell off the bike, scuffed up my hand, those fell out,
Your breasts.
breasts fell out.
That
I
sucks to be you that.
I haven't been on a bike in years because of that I had bought a bike, I was riding on it. I got too comfortable and that happened. And then I was like, nope, I'm done.
I was talking stationary bike.
Right.
I
I'll
think
try. I think I'm fearful though.
jeez,
I know, but I'm gonna
your
try it.
won't
Off the
fall off. Your
stationary bike.
breastises won't fall out. Actually, you're
Right.
probably safer than when you were on the other bike.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
it.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna move on from that one. Yeah, stationary bike falling off. There's something else going on there that we cannot
Yes.
address today. There's also swimming. Springs warm enough for a pool or a lake if you're near one. Swimming overall is a total body workout and easy on your knees. I remember taking an aerobics class, a
Mhm.
water aerobics class. And I was like, oh, this is just a bunch of old people. I was younger then. Now I'm one of those old people in the pool. But it is a workout. You
It
try to
is.
run in some water, it's a workout. It's
Absolutely.
great. Like I said, it's great on your joints, and water just feels good after a hot day. And
Absolutely.
I like
Absolutely.
that.
I love
Mhm.
swimming. I haven't swam in a minute though. Last spring and summer, I think I only went swimming once. I used to swim laps. I used to go in the morning and swim laps. I definitely can attest to swimming, especially if you have, problem with your joints, problem with your knees.
Mhm.
Definitely low impact, but it is full body. So I'd say try swimming. It is something to take in. If you can't swim, some people can't swim, but you can jog. If they have lap pools, jog from one end to the other. You will feel it afterwards. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. Agree. You don't realize, and I had heard this one expression until I took the class. You're sweating. It's
Yes.
like, but I'm
The water,
sweating.
right?
Yeah.
For sure. So definitely take it, ease yourself into it.
Right. Right. And another one that I'm thinking about is gardening. With gardening, no matter what I have going on in my life, I completely am not thinking about anything other than gardening. It just totally gets my mind off of what I'm dealing with. And I get totally focused on that. So,
Absolutely.
and then I do wake up the next morning sore. You don't realize that all the lifting and stuff that you did, you work muscles that you normally wouldn't be working.
Absolutely. I think we talked about this when we were talking about our other spring episodes. I finally got the stuff. I bought it's the kind of like a bed, a planting bed. It
Okay.
came. I
Wow. All
ordered it
right.
off Amazon, so it's
Of
here.
course, Amazon does everything.
It has everything. And then I bought the little shovels, my thing to put on, for
Oh,
me to get
jeez.
down and get in there. And
You're color coordinating too, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
I'm sure it is.
So I bought that stuff. So now I got to go this weekend and buy the seeds and what I'm going to plant, the dirt, the plant food. Hopefully I can get peppers and onions and some fruit. So I am definitely excited about that. If I wake up sore, I'm going to be happy.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
I'm glad you will be.
I'm locked in.
Wow. Okay. That's great. It's all about the fun, sis. You know that, right? And if
For
you're
sure.
hyped, I'm hyped. And I would like to see the fruits of your labor.
For sure.
Cycling, swimming, gardening, your walks, they all feel like play, not work. And that's the main thing we try to keep instilling. Spring is definitely pulling you outside anyway. Just ride the wave. Plus, mixing it up keeps your body guessing and you don't stall out. And then to camp onto that, you see older people, what keeps them moving? They're gardening, doing different things. One of the things I noticed a lot when we were in Japan, a lot of the older people were riding their bikes. That was their means of transportation. I'm not saying they lived in a rural area, but a lot of the folks there, besides there was a lot of cars, they were riding their bikes, getting the motion going. They're outside doing what they got to do. They're carrying stuff. They're doing stuff to make a lot of the older people here look like babies. It was their everyday stuff. It wasn't like they were trying to show off or show out about anything, but a lot of physical activity. And I think that is one of the areas for centenarians.
Yeah.
So I said it right.
Yes, you did.
A lot of this is just getting out there and moving. The bottom line is moving.
You got to keep moving. And like she said, those range of motions. And is Coach T's wife, the yogi?
Yes. Yogi Cecily.
She teaches movement too. It's kind of key. You have to keep those joints like oiled, so to speak, to keep your movement.
And we're going to have, Yeah, we're gonna get her on the show.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
still working on that.
Okay. Be on the lookout for that one.
That would be a great.
Yes. You guys will definitely enjoy that conversation. But yeah, if you can take anything from this, get out in the springtime. Try something different with regards to your workouts. I'm not saying completely stop going to the gym, but take a day or two to get out and do something different. Get out there and walk or hike or go for a swim or plant some herbs over the weekend. Do something like that.
Some herbs.
So, what,
Okay.
hey, we in Cali.
You know what? You know what?
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Some time.
And I know what you said.
My bad, y'all. My bad. But minus the allergies, though, we're giving you some solutions. I am going to try some, that local honey, that neti pot. I'm going to try that for sure. Hopefully, we've given the listeners something to try, some new things for the spring. So definitely, we hope you check out one or two. We always say, check out one or two things that we're discussing today.
I agree. One size does not fit all. It's not for everyone, but making one change, one simple change, and then drinking more water.
Hydrate.
And that one change will make a difference. And then you'll add another one and another one.
Absolutely. You know, I'm keeping my park workout. So I may try this bike thing. I don't know if I'll do it outside.
If it ain't stationary, I don't suggest. Right. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. We're going to try a stationary bike. So I may be inside for the bike thing, but I definitely need to try it. So let's do it. We're going to get it popping for sure.
Yeah.
We have covered a lot. Hopefully you have loved everything we have discussed today. We talked about outdoor fitness. We talked about allergies, how to help with your allergies without having to take those pills that make you drowsy.
Wow. We got the facial expressions and everything. Wow. Jackpot. All right.
Jackpot. Okay. Hopefully this is something that will keep you switching up your workouts for 2025 and enjoy it. It's time to enjoy the elements. Get out there. If I can say one thing, get out there and try something. It's beautiful outside.
Just move.
Yes, for sure. What you got, KayCee?
All I can keep saying is just move. I can't stress that enough. And I'm speaking to myself as well. The other day I was in the house and I work from home. So I'm here and then I can go take a nap if I want to. Then it's like, oh, I got to go grocery shopping. Once I finally pushed myself out the house and just got moving, I felt so much better. Still couldn't wait to get back home so I can go take a nap. But taking the time out, like you had said before, and breathing in the air, getting in the car, have the windows down, have the air going, just made a big difference. Otherwise, I would have stayed in the same spot at the same desk, working on the same stuff. And I would have put it off. I put it off, and that's what we do. We put things off because there's so many other things. I have so many other things that I need to do. But taking care of myself wasn't on the agenda. It wasn't a high enough priority for me to do something like that.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things that I definitely stress for myself as well as everyone else. And then I know you just wanted me to say a few things, but I just got one more tidbit. When I do go for my yearly checkups, I'm like, here we go. A public service announcement. One thing my doctor told me, he said, to do your yearly checkup. And I always do it around the time of my birthday because he had said, and I never forgot this, the best gift you can give yourself is a checkup. I mean, yes, we can go buy this and go do this, go out here and there, but give yourself a checkup. That way, when you're getting all your blood work done, if there's anything going on, they get it ahead of time. They're in front of it, not trying to chase it. So along with the workouts that you do, this is something good as well. Give yourself the best gift that you can. And at least once a year, go for your checkup. That's the best gift you can give yourself because a lot of these things can be caught ahead of time and you're working with it and you're not chasing after it, which is where the problems come into play. Okay, I'm done.
No. She said, okay, I'm done. That was great. That is definitely take heed to what KayCee just said. I would definitely agree with that. But you guys, we've given you a lot. Like I said, we've given you a whole lot to digest. And again, look down at this ticker. I know people who are listening don't see the ticker, but we are not doctors. We're not physicians or anything like that. Right. So definitely research what we've told you, do the work. We're just giving you ideas. especially with regards to the allergies. We are giving you ideas with the local honey, the neti pot, and the butterbur.
Yes.
The butterbur. Yes. Never heard of this herb, but I am going to try it. They do have supplements for it. I could probably get from our local Whole Foods and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to try and see, but again,
that was a new one for me too. I was surprised. Like, oh God, how did I not know that? I'm more pissed that I didn't know about it. But anyway, it's about definitely me.
Right. Take a look at these things and research it before you try it and make sure you don't have any allergic reactions or anything like that. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Shout out to all our listeners. Thank you guys for vibing with us. As always, we came to disrupt and discuss, and hopefully we disrupted some things for you, giving you some new ideas that we've discussed. Enjoy this season, spring. Enjoy it. Hopefully you get out and try one or two things like we stated. And we will see you guys again in the next one. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know if you try any of this. Let us know what you thought about this episode. We'd love to hear from you. Until the next one, you guys.
Tiki Barber here. I remember those grueling practices, pushing through fatigue and striving for greatness. Well, that's the same dedication My Herba puts into their supplements. They understand the body's needs. My Herba takes a holistic approach to wellness. Whether it's their sea moss, immune defense, or even sleepy time, they have an option for you. Let My Herba make the best you with code BARBER10 for 10% off at thefitnesscollectif.com.